Dr. Michelle is in the house.
Whoa.
Next to Jacob Nordine, who's blowing something for heart health. What is going on?
For heart health, baby.
Into the glory hole. Roll in, check these out. These are our heart marinis. Zoom in. Can you see the detail on these beauties?
Really?
They're little hearts. All right, and Chris has...
Here's a whole batch of them for the bottom of this tasty drinkware.
Bada bing! Look at that, ladies and gentlemen. What?
Ooh, you want to put those on?
Nope.
Stuff them up in there or leave it like it is? They look
No.
pretty cool.
Sometimes there's a hole in your heart. It's true. All right, introducing our special guest. Maybe he's ready. Maybe he's not. You want an introduction?
Are we live?
You are
Are
live!
we beaming out?
So,
all over
Doctor,
the world?
welcome. How
Thank
are
you.
you?
Do I swallow this? Is this one of those colonoscopy capsules?
No, I'm going to hold it.
Okay.
So, welcome to the show.
Okay, wonderful. I'm glad to be here. Oh, you are really holding
Oh,
that
yeah,
whole thing.
we're making
We are
good.
live? I mean,
Yeah.
oh my God, I've never spoken in public. I'm so nervous.
So, just introduce yourselves and what do you do?
I'm still worried about swallowing that capsule. I am a heart doctor. I'm in the local Detroit area. I drove about 25 minutes to get here from Bingham Farms, Michigan. I'm also called the cardiologist, medical doctor. I love everything about glass, but mainly I love the Norden Plusinski team here, the Michelle Chris team. And I've not been in here before, and I regret that because it's amazing.
So, throughout the show today, we're going to be obviously doing glass. We're going to come back to you in a bit, and we're going to talk health. We're going to take some blood pressure and talk heart health. But for the moment,
Excellent.
it's back to the guys on the glass.
I may be the only person ever who's worn a sports coat in this place because it's about 105 degrees. It may come off.
Yeah,
All right.
All right. What's the mic situation?
Michelle
All right.
can go on her regular mic,
Oh,
and then those two mobile, you can have one and he can have one. So
Okay.
and that way I can just have this
Clear to
mobile's muted,
communicate,
and you don't have to
folks.
flick on and off.
we are here
Okay, so he can have one
doing
full time.
show
you can
number
have one full time.
336, and we're about to drop a molten gather of
Because it doesn't make sense for us to not use that one.
2,000 degree crystal right on top of all these heart marinis to encase all that healthy heart mojo.
All right, here comes the molten glass for that, guys.
Commencing.
Commencing droppage.
Oh yeah, that's soupy and good. So we just squish that right on there, and I'm gonna use the back of the jacks here,
have comments, so if
which
customers
is not something I
comment
actually
on
really
something, she'll let you
condone.
know, so you can answer
I'll get
in
a
real
paddle
time.
from you, Dad. Because then you go to grab the tool and your hand burns into a crisp. So if you can use a nice extendo paddle, it's a good thing. Thank you. This is going to be the members piece once we get this complete. All crystal with about 20 heart marinis down there. We can explain that marini process a little bit later on here. But
I've
this
got
is
the
a
putty
member
right here
exclusive
getting
item.
ready. I just saved the gather from that big foot we dropped on there, and I'm making a punny out of it.
All right, it looks orange, it's not orange. If you are new to the show, welcome. We have a special guest in the house tonight, and it's kind of fun. Dr. Joel is a heart doctor, it's our doctor. We thought we'd just start bringing some local guests on, so we're tying the theme into the show that we do.
And not only is it just a local super champion guest that we have, it's also like a public service announcement of good health to the people. And I can't really say that I know a single thing about heart health.
Uh-oh.
So I'm pretty excited
We're gonna do your blood pressure first then.
to learn. I hope you guys are too, but if you have questions throughout the show, like why do I keep wiping my forehead, it's because there's
zillion
sweat
degrees.
bursting off of it. But if you have questions about heart health or anything else, put it in the comments.
Now is your chance for an actual doctor. No shenanigans. No buses.
So the punty won't really affect those whole big collective of healthy hearts
Heart cluster.
encased in the bottom of this glass because there's that layer of crystal over it. A light tap, there we go.
You wrapping it up or am I?
Sure, I'm wrapping it up.
All right.
So you can see the hearts in the bottom of the piece. I think there's about 8 or 10 different styles of heart marini, guys. And a marini is something that you make out of glass and you shape it before you blow the piece. Michelle's showing you what they look like right now when we actually pull out like a 6 to 8 foot long strand, and then that's what the interior looks like, the shape of a heart, and you nibble them up. It's pretty cool.
You say we nibble them up?
We nibble them up. That's why they're called niblets.
I think that's how little dogs eat their food out of their bowl.
Oh yeah, a little chuck wagon.
Specialty limited edition hearts right there, available tonight's show only.
Chuck wagon.
Yeah.
Don't even go there. That's like a 1970s dog food commercial.
That's when I watched the most TV, was in the 70s.
Yeah.
All right, let's introduce the players. In the red shirt, we have Jacob Nordine. In the purple shirt, Chris Nordine. Over here, we have Sarah answering all your questions, enjoying some dinner. We have Dr. Khan in the house.
There he is.
And the faux pas Dr. Roland here to take our blood pressure. And also we have Beth. She's
Hey,
doing
guys.
your tech for the evening.
Super Tech Champion.
Oh,
Who's
my
behind
name's
the
Michelle.
camera? What's this going on back here?
Dun, dun, dun. My name is Michelle. If there's any hooligans that happen tonight, it'll be because I've landed here. All right.
We're on Facebook and YouTube, folks.
We sure are.
Drop it in the comments.
All right, Beth, who do we got on the show tonight?
So the first comment I'm going to read is actually from Hannah from Sweden. We all know
Nice.
Hannah. She's here every week. She says it's an interesting coincidence that today's question is about heart health because my husband just had open heart surgery today.
What?
Wow.
Everything seems to have gone well, and he's in the ICU now.
All right, sending love out his way.
Lots of good heart mojo going out to Sweden right now.
Robin's here. She says, hello, my lovelies. Karen says hi from Livonia. Rita says, hey, hey. Loretta says, hi, everyone. Carrie's here. Let's see here. Over on the YT side, we've got Carol. She said, last July I had open heart surgery. They replaced my aortic valve, and I've never felt better in the last 5 years.
Wow.
Frank says hello from Southern California. Greg says, hi, Bess. Tell Chris and Jake I said hello. I enjoyed seeing you guys at Run.
Greg,
It was
what
nice
up?
to see you, Greg. Angel says, from Argentina, have a great show. Hello, Masters of Glass Blowing.
Yeah.
Dan's here from Nova Scotia. So we've already got a ton of people joining on.
Yeah, I love it. All right, you guys, tonight, no shenanigans. We've got like a real live, knowledgeable person.
Do you really trust that there's going to be zero shenanigans,
Take a
Michelle?
paddle.
I know.
Yep.
Especially when Roland's here, too.
So we're going to rip this thing open and have a nice even-sided glass right here.
It's a nice everyday tumbler. Could be a rocks glass, could be anything else, but we don't often work in crystal like this. But when you've got some fine detail down in there, it's nice to highlight that.
Can you see those hearts in the bottom, Shell?
Magnified by the glass
100%.
to the magnification station.
So we're going to go for a GA stamp on the side of this thing. This piece is going to be only available to our Loyalty League superstars, you guys. So you're going to get first dibs on the Super Heart Special here, which gives you anything you drink out of this is going to give you great heart white light power. It's going to make you healthy.
And if you're curious about the membership, we do have a very special show coming up pretty soon here. Our Harvest virtual show that if you are a member for, get some serious perks.
Okay, that is our stamp. That's like, if you think of Levi's jeans, how they have that little orange tag, that's kind of the branding that we use at the Glass Academy. It's a GA, it's a little circle. We put those on all our products, either underneath or on top, so that the item is branded and you know exactly where your product came from.
A lot of
After this members piece, yes.
A lot of times when you put the GA stamp on, guys, just because you're pressing down on one side, it'll throw the piece off a little bit, so you always got to come back in and get the piece back on center. But this little treat is ready to go. I love it. Looking pretty good. We're going to knock this thing off on the bench over here.
Okay.
Melt in that little chip mark.
Robin says that's a cute little rocks glass.
Not sure what's going on with the torch here.
That's a lot of fire.
Oxygen out.
It's a lot of fire.
That is a lovely torch. That's really what it should look like.
What was it off? Off. I turned it on.
Oh. All right,
Jake,
Jake's
is your
got
mic
the special
on?
gloves. Where are we going?
Last look at those beautiful
Jake, is your mic on?
I don't know if it's on or not.
Great.
Where are we
We
going?
don't turn them off. None
Where
of
are
us
we
do.
going?
He's going into a kneeler number 4 over there. And this thing's had a nice full day of production.
His mic is not on. His mic's not on.
Now,
Check your mic.
all right, while Chris takes a minute to talk to Dr. Khan, he's going to figure out what Joel would like to have made.
This guy over here?
Yep.
Let's go.
All right, so they're going to figure out the next step.
All right.
The entire audience right now. It's all about me and Chris.
I'm just going to come hang out with this
I'm
man.
happy.
Daddy.
I'll keep the happy sign.
Heck yeah.
Happy to be at Glass Academy in Dearborn on Trowbridge.
Thank you.
You're
So
welcome.
you guys go pick out what you want to make for Dr. Joel.
Yep.
We're going to do some blood pressure, and then we're going to talk about what blood pressure does and what it means.
Sounds good. So we're going to go figure out what the next piece we're going to make is?
Yes, with him.
All
Is it a
right.
wine glass? What
Let's
is
go
it? Something
sweat
with the
it up.
heart?
Okay, wine glass would be.
Are we doing it on the camera or are we doing it on our own?
We're going to let Roland take our blood pressure.
All right,
'Cause
sounds
we're
good.
gonna
Well,
talk
Joel,
about
let's
that.
go over here and talk about it.
Do we need the doctor for that bit?
I thought you were Dr. Roland. You have the
yes,
lab
okay.
coat on.
Right. I thought the doctor was going to do the
All right,
blood
Bess, you
pressure.
want to go first?
Sure.
So I think we're still on here. I'll have to use this machine because I don't know.
Yes, I think you should.
All right. So if Bess would like to come into the.
No?
We can't hear him because he's muted.
Let them carry on.
All right, plan B. We're gonna just watch these guys pick out what they're making.
Skill set, which I know it is, do it.
Do it.
Good thing I'm not a urologist. You'd have to do something else.
If you were, we'd have to put something else set in
Something
there.
else in there. That's right.
All right, well, so since we have you here, you guys can start making. Here's our question of the day. Could you answer this, Dr. Khan? What is one daily habit you think protects your heart health?
Well, in reality, there's 20 I could list. But if
All
you
right,
say
give us a couple.
pick one, exercise. You got to go with exercise. Probably does everything that a pill does to keep you young, keep your heart young, keep your brain young, help prevent diabetes, try and keep your weight down. And the good news is, as little as 1 minute of exercise a day intensely. Just run up the stairs a few times, do some squats, as little as 1 minute counts. 10 minutes will get you a little bit more, and the American Heart Association talks about 30 minutes a day, but if you got 1 minute to walk fast from your car to your office, don't skip that, do that, okay?
We're getting our exercise in right now.
It'll take us longer to make this beautiful wine glass that Chris is talking about. And he's embedding something in there. That's when I said,
I kind of went out on a limb and thought maybe if we put a heart inside of there, it might be pretty sweet.
no.
My question for you, though, Dr. Khan, is when you say exercise, is it pretty important when you're exercising to make sure that your cardio is up, that you're breathing heavy, that you're bringing your cardio up?
Well, that's the magic of this new data about even 1 minute of exercise. And please do more than 1 minute. Well, 1 minute of relatively intense. It could be a rapid walk, could be the stairs, could be a lot of people are talking now. Just get down
Oh,
to
yeah.
10 squats. You got 45 seconds. Do that during your work day. It kind of restores your metabolism back to a better place. So yeah, you'll get your heart rate up, but you don't need to keep it up. It's kind of good when your heart rate falls, goes back up, falls, go back up. Call that HIIT exercise. HIIT, you probably heard of it. HIIT exercise. It's a great book called The 1 Minute Workout by a professor in Canada. He's one of the world's leader in exercise. It's a fascinating book. The 1 Minute Workout.
I like that.
So remember, Jake, when you and Joey, we used to do like push-ups in between pieces?
Yeah, I remember.
What? That worked.
There you go. Wow, look at the master.
It will get hot over here, so you're not obligated to stay in the heat.
Yeah,
That's part of the 1 minute workout.
that's right.
Exactly.
Have you seen glass blowing before?
You know, at the Renaissance Festival.
Oh.
Be sure to go to the Renaissance Festival on the weekends, where Master Chris and his team, drinking only water, not beer,
That's
I've
right.
learned, will blow glass for the wonderful people at the Renaissance Festival.
He's
Which is
pretty
in what
good.
city?
Holly.
It's in Holly.
Holly, Michigan.
Yes, you know, you're watching all over the world, but Holly, Michigan is a beautiful rural area outside of Detroit.
Yeah, it's pretty great. Nice place
Yeah.
to escape to for 7 weekends.
I love the Renaissance Festival because it's so easy to be a vegan. You just get one of those, you get one of those turkey legs, and you walk around and you don't eat it. You just tell people,
Carry it.
It's cruel. There's a turkey walking around with 3 legs.
Oh my God, I love it. We should say that Dr. Khan is also a vegetarian. He also started a restaurant with a good friend named Amber.
Yes, that's true.
It is true.
I
so
feed turkeys, I just don't eat them. But if you do, I'm not guilting you out. Just buy everything on the table at Glass Academy today.
yeah, all your beverage ware,
Yeah.
all your drinkware.
The master's making a heart.
Look at that little heart.
I see it. It's incredible.
And that little heart's actually bright red, but because it's 2,000 degrees, it looks brown.
Okay.
But when it comes out of the annealing of it, it will be the color of a real heart. And that's kind of how the mojo's
Now-
distributed.
Are real hearts red?
Yes.
Yes, thank
Yes.
you. Joel, tell them about
They
that.
are. When you're in the operating room and they're doing heart surgery, there's red everywhere. There is. Particularly if they don't put the tubes in right. There's red everywhere.
Right, could be a red menagerie going on.
Yeah.
Jake, you want to pull that plate out?
I do want to tell the Loyalty League that the members piece is now available on the website. So if you are part of the Loyalty League and interested in that Heart Marini Rocks glass, good luck, fast fingers.
All right, and why is it going on the tray?
Because we are going to put that in the side of his wine glass.
Wow.
Just a nice, delicate heart.
Just a little tiny one. Well, he did say he didn't drink a lot of wine, but when he did have a glass of wine, he wanted it to be about 16 to 18 ounces.
Good. Yeah, like about a bottle.
No, but it'll be a nice, you never fill a wine glass up to the top, so you got a nice thin bowl, got that heart there, you put about 1.5 inches of wine in the bottom, let it aerate a little, take a sip, put your thumb right on that heart. Let's go.
Might just put a fruit salad in there. You never know. Might
exactly.
surprise you. And the
Sangria.
good news is, if you guys know a urologist, that little heart looks a bit like the prostate. So if a urologist drops by, you just make the same glass.
When your urologist friend drops by, you know.
That's
Little bit
our
like a
next
uterus.
collaboration
Looks like a
show.
uterus too. So you got these 3 specialties covered if they drop by.
Perfect. Now we know.
There you go. You
So-
gotta entertain, yes, sir.
Did you guys talk about the design of this glass, other than it being about 18 ounces, or is it
can't
an
have
artist's
any
choice?
holes in it.
No
Because
holes.
then it's just gonna, not work.
Look like the operating room.
And it probably should be open at the top, not closed.
I like that. I like the sound of that.
He's got good answers.
Wow.
Jake met Joel years ago. There's a Veg Fest in Michigan that's pretty phenomenal. And Jake and
Wow.
Lucy, when they were kids, they made smoothies at this vegetarian festival.
Oh, yeah.
Started out in a high school, kept growing, and now it's pretty famous. There's a lot of people that come.
So what are you dipping that molten glass into?
So right now I decided to make the cup top a really beautiful amber gold with that red heart.
Oh,
Then I'm going
wow.
to do a red lip wrap, a red stem, and a red foot.
Wow.
So that the heart
So these
ties
are
in.
colorings?
Yep, so those are colorants, and the cool thing about colorants is that there is no man-made substance that changes clear glass.
She's
It's
dead.
only elements off the periodic table.
Wow.
Which is pretty crazy, and I don't know how
Wow.
or who figured out how all that works or who designed that, but isn't that kind of a crazy fact?
Look, don't put this on the tape, but is THC one of the things on the elemental table? No, we don't do
THC,
that.
Nope, it is not
That's
on
not.
there.
You're talking more like fluorine and iodine and
Tin, manganese,
Oh, tin, manganese,
cadmium,
yeah.
selenium,
that column.
gold. Gold makes red. You know that?
Gold makes red.
That's right.
Um,
As what?
manganese
Magnesium?
is different than magnesium.
Yes, it is.
One is abbreviated MN and one is abbreviated MG. And neither are M&Ms. Those are a different abbreviation. Yeah, I thought these were ice cream sundae toppings. I was getting a little excited, but now I know
Roland did buy ice cream. We have avocados if anyone
they're
wants
minerals. Look at that. Literally blowing. You know. Wow.
16
You're not
ouncer.
kidding. We're going for the jumbo variety.
They always shrink a little.
Looks like just a regular round ball. You can't see that color yet. It's still too hot.
I think we're good, Jake.
Wow.
All right,
Wow.
Bess, do we have any questions that need addressing?
Yes. Anybody got a heart question? Let me know.
Red?
No heart
I
questions.
gave you
as
one
of
daily
yet.
habit tip, but there were 20 others, maybe more.
Yeah, give us another one then.
Well, we did one here before we went live. We ate a giant green salad. And that's a great daily tip. No matter what the rest of your diet is, get one giant green salad in. It could be your whole lunch, could be your whole dinner. We talk about a salad as big as your head. And put some spinach, put some kale, put some romaine. I love arugula. Absolutely love arugula. You had an oil and vinegar dressing here. Absolutely a great choice. They go together.
Thank you, Sarah, for supplying us with the necessary ingredients.
Go, Sarah.
All right, is this a stemless wine glass or no? This
Oh,
is
no.
a stem?
I have to say, looks like you're making something for Sydney Sweeney. Okay, only the guys would get
I know,
that.
I was like,
Sorry.
I have no idea what that is.
The most popular actress in America right now this week.
Nope.
Are we allowed to have humor?
Yes.
Hell yeah.
We're just like concentrating on the. Are you pulling out the stem or what's the next?
Yeah, we are making a wine glass with a wine stem and a foot on it. And we're going to embed that heart in the side. Maybe if Jake wants to, we can switch up and he can put the foot on.
Sounds good. Chris and I did a bunch of collaborative pieces this weekend. The Renaissance Festival was out of control, and we had the annealer down and unfunctioning until about 1 o'clock in the day. So we were getting a little experimental, and then as soon as the box got on, we continued with this super
Good.
out of control, these pieces that were just like really just pretty mind-blowing. We're going to take some pictures of them, and we'll be posting those pictures.
Why was the annealer? What was the problem?
It was just needed to be rewired.
We had a little bit of electrical action going on.
yeah, electrical issue. It sits outdoors, so it just
Right.
over time it just
Only
kind of
gets
corrodes.
used once a year
Yeah.
for 7 weekends.
Wears out. It happens with electrical. All right, unless you want to bring me the foot, we could do a gold foot.
Yeah.
We had 2 heart questions come in.
All right, what are they?
So the first question is from JT. He wants to know if pickled garlic is good for your heart.
May I answer?
Absolutely.
From way over here?
Absolutely.
Pickled garlic. So number one, garlic is good for your heart, without a doubt. Raw garlic, but be careful. A lot of raw garlic, you might puke. I've done that, not knowing it the first time. Aged garlic, black garlic are amazing for the heart.
Oh my gosh,
black
that's my
garlic.
I'm
favorite
not
thing
sure I've
ever.
ever
I love
actually
black
had
garlic.
pickled garlic, but pickling is fermenting, which only makes things healthier, probiotic effect. So bring it on. Let's eat some pickled garlic, but don't put it on a poor quality burger. Put your pickled garlic on a nice black bean burger. It's my recommendation.
Love a good black bean burger.
And eat pickled garlic after a date, not before a date.
All right.
Just a
Second
little life advice there.
Second question is from Carrie. If you have a strong family history of heart disease, what tests should you run to see what your risk is?
Strong family history of heart disease. Number one, try and get it in another family. Okay, but that may not be so easy. Make sure those are really your parents. But in all reality, it kind of depends on your age. Let's just say you're over 40. There is a CT scan of the heart. It takes 5 seconds. A heart artery calcium CT scan. It'll cost you about $100 at your local hospital, and you may have to beg your family doctor to order it. Heart calcium CT scan. But you will know if you are starting the journey of developing heart disease at a young age. Number 2, get extra blood work. Get extra blood work. You don't want ordinary blood work. And I could go into what you should order. But don't wait till you're in the emergency room having chest pain. Get this done early and figure out where you're at in life. That's what I do every day in my practice.
What is extra blood work compared to regular blood work?
I love family doctors and internists, but you want to go beyond. You want to look at a word called inflammation, and you want to get a test called high sensitivity C-reactive protein, tell you if you're inflamed or not. And you want a special cholesterol called lipoprotein A. You got to look that word up. Lipo, L-I-P-O, protein, little a, it's a low a. And get that checked. And you'll get a much better handle between the lab work and that one CT scan.
I think
If you're on a path that might lead you to be in trouble or not. And that's what I do every day, and it works incredibly well. Wow.
One question I'd like to know, are you accepting new patients?
Am I accepting new patients? Well, one, they have to be regular viewers of Glass Academy YouTube channel. And if they answer that
Good
question
answer.
appropriately and follow Glass Academy on Instagram, if they answer that appropriately, then I might consider taking them on. But yes, I do. Little backed up right now into November for new ones, but we get them seen.
I do want to mention 2 things. One, the table goes live in 2 minutes if we want to talk about the table.
Yep.
The other thing is that the Loyalty League piece did sell.
Okay. Quick glance at the table. We got the pumpkins that are on our signature page right there. But tonight we chose to make all red items in honor of Dr. Khan being here and heart health. So we got pumpkins, a snail.
I want to
some
be like
garden
Vanna White.
splashes.
Can
You
I be like Vanna White?
What's your favorite? Which
Please,
piece will sell
please,
first?
buy a vowel, please. How about A for glass and A for academy? Thank you.
Yes. So thank you, Vanna.
But Dr. Khan, did you pick which piece you think's going to sell off the table first?
Well, I actually think the whole table's going to sell.
Well, how about
But
that?
I think number 4 is going to go first. Now,
Oh.
at first I thought it was something else, but now I realize it's a mushroom.
It's a mushroom.
Yeah, but there's a lot of people out there that'll buy number 4 for the other thing.
Hey, use the glass however you like, folks.
And we have a give back. We're going to put, Bess will have it. I'm not sure if it's on the page, but we have a give back tonight. The Heart Association Dr. Khan picked.
Yes, Bess, you have all the information.
She does. In
I
fact.
was typing mid-sentence. I was caught off guard.
I'm sorry. It's okay.
I will put
We'll
the
get it
link
on
for
there.
you guys in the comments in just a second.
Absolutely. 10%. Little give back, kind of in tandem with the whole heart theme of the evening and healthiness and goodness and greatness. Chris is going to be opening up the cup of this, and we talked a little bit about the plan of sticking this delicate heart right onto the side of the piece. And he's going to be torching one specific spot and getting it available to accept the heart.
Ooh, it sounds like a heart transplant.
Yeah, this is kind of like surgery upon the wine glass.
Transplanting
Dun, dun,
it from the
dun.
paddle
Yeah,
to the cup.
Stat.
big time.
We'll start using medical terms.
We've got another heart question.
All right, what is it?
So Jamie says, what are the different signs of a heart attack? And I have a follow-up question. Aren't they different in women than
Yeah.
men?
Jake.
Wow, what good questions here at Glass Academy. Follow them on Instagram at Glass Academy. You should, but I do. Sometimes the symptoms are the same in men and women. If you feel pressure, tightness, heaviness, sweating, nausea, shortness of breath in your chest, arm, neck, and it's not going away in about 10 seconds, you might be having a heart attack, men or women. So you call 911 and then take an aspirin. And you wait till they're there. Some people say turn the light on, unlock your door, just in case you black out, which would be very tragic. Your door will be
Interesting.
open. But sometimes women have other symptoms. Fatigue, irregular heartbeats, we call palpitations, nausea, lots of nausea. If you have unexplained nausea, heartburn, it's called heartburn because half the time it's heart. And you can get burned by taking a Maalox and going to bed. So, yes, it's true. Women are tricky. And they're not just small little men. They have their own special,
Oh, that's a good
Physiology.
one.
yes, thank you. I didn't make it up.
I know you didn't.
But
that's-
everybody should be a customer of the Glass Academy, men and women.
That's a
Wow, is that stunning.
So now we're going to put that heart
I was
right
wondering,
inside.
okay, I thought maybe I lost heart vision.
Nope, it's coming.
Wow.
So tonight's table is
Jake,
live.
you want to go up with that guy?
Yes.
You know,
You
at
wanna
Jewish
use the claw,
weddings,
or
we
you wanna
step on a
use
glass and we
just a
all
tweezer?
applaud and sing.
I think the
Chris
tweezer
could
would be fine.
Start a whole new venture about custom glass for crack at a wedding.
So Vicky has an interesting question that I've never heard of.
Vicky,
Okay.
Vicky,
the champion.
yes. So Vicky says, does your heart influence your thought process? She's heard of some heart transplant patients liking things that they didn't like before their operation.
Right. Well, full disclosure, I'm not a heart transplant patient, so I
We'll
can't
be
speak
ready
to that
sooner than
personally.
you think, Jake. So
And they
next
do
heat or
exist,
this
but
heat?
they're
I'll
pretty
flash this and
uncommon.
we'll go
I don't
for
have
it.
any in my practice right now. I've had in the past. But absolutely, this idea that the heart is the center of the soul. Many people, and there's an enormous nervous system connection between the heart and the brain and the brain and the heart. There's an enormous hormone system, endocrine
Tweezers are there
system.
for you.
And many of us do believe that our heart has an influence on our thoughts and our feelings. The same things that are good for your brain are good for your heart. There's like, I can't think of an exception. Exercise, sleep, good nutrition, certain vitamins, maintaining a healthy weight, maintaining a healthy blood pressure. It's good for the brain, it's good for the heart. So, you know, follow your heart is more than just a common expression.
Speaking of heart surgery, just got applied, and it's looking pretty good.
Yeah, as you say, literally, we just did a heart transplant.
Yeah.
Yeah, Chris is a full certified heart surgeon. He attached the heart to the glass. I'm clearly not going to put my hands on it yet. I got a feeling it's
Not yet.
quite warm. I'm going to have to
Yeah.
consider what's that first bottle that gets in there, because that is something very special. I would think something like Mad Dog 2020.
Ooh.
Yeah, Boone's Farm.
That was like,
Charles Shaw. Wow. That is really
Pretty cool.
amazing.
Now we're going to make it the gold I was telling you about.
Yeah. We have a holiday coming up in the Jewish religion next week, and I will put that on the table as our guests are over, because you do say blessings over the wine.
Go
And
one more
everybody
time,
will
Jake.
say, where'd you get that? And my answer's going to be
Oh, very
Class
cool.
Academy
Whoa.
on Trowbridge in Dearborn.
Hey, and then you can go turn your YouTube on and watch the video.
There you go.
I've got some
Traditional.
entertainment. It's home movies.
Traditional Jewish New Year activity. Watching YouTube.
Now she's got that iridescence on her.
Oh, incredible. Incredible.
Beautiful.
This is not
Stamp
your
the bottom.
average master glass blower. This
So-
is
It's a little more delicate of a knockoff here than when we were doing the
serious
rocks glass.
expertise.
Right on the sled, please.
Here comes the
Now,
dismount.
Chris is being assisted by his incredible wife and son.
Ta-da.
Oh, look at that. I've heard of tapping relieves stress, but that's a different tapping. Wow. Truly, I never knew we'd do a heart transplant here at the Glass Academy. At the gathering point.
You're good. He's got all the lingo down. All right,
Bottom
we're
of
running across the shop because that's what we do. See the day's production in there.
Woo, got it in there, safe and sound, in the oven, guys. All right. Well, it's an honor to give somebody like Joel, who's making sure I'm healthy all the time, taking care of me, telling me what to do, telling me how to take care of myself.
Nicely done, Mr. Chris. Nicely done.
We were going to do one blood pressure. Who are we doing?
Yes.
All right, so that's going to
Yes,
be
I
you.
believe you are the
So I'll
volunteer.
take this. Everyone
Are you
else's
gonna do
mic
it
should
this
be
way?
off by now. So this is our patient, doctor. This is
Okay.
Michelle. She's had some experience of heart. I get heart palpitations every time I see my wife.
Nice, if she's watching. Be sure to treat him
Where did you
right.
find him?
Right.
So she's been having some issues with blood pressure. So if we could, doctor, if we could do the
Right.
blood pressure now, please.
Well, I do sometimes answer the question I was asked, what's the number one heart habit to talk about? I actually usually answer, own a home blood pressure cuff. Now, this is the version you might see a doctor use. This is not what you want to buy at home. You want the automatic digital,
Should we use that?
put it on your arm. Let's do it both ways.
All right, let's see how- yeah.
But I am going to, blood pressure above 120/80, you might start developing hardening of the arteries. You're going to be at more risk of stroke and heart attack over the years. When you exercise, your blood pressure goes up, but it comes right down. When you eat a lot of garbage food, processed food, salt food, restaurant
Affogato.
food, I guarantee.
didn't
Oh,
have
this
one.
is interesting. The stethoscope is built right in, and I'm going to pretend I can see the dial without my reading glasses on, but I'm pretty sure. There we go. We're going to go up to, let's go to 200, and I'm going to listen very carefully, unfortunately. I'm listening for lub-dub, lub-dub, lub-dub. Oh, she's such a cool cucumber. Lub-dub, lub-dub. Yeah, she's like 106 over 72. That is actually ideal. That would
Yeah,
be
baby.
the same blood pressure you might see in a healthy 13-year-old,
Yeah.
17-year-old.
Oh,
And
my
as we get
goodness,
older,
paid off.
we don't take care of our body, and it tends to go up, and it causes problems: kidney disease, heart disease, brain disease. Guys, women, sexual impairment. That's why you want a home blood pressure cuff.
So what about
She's-
coffee? It's espresso. That's
And actually, unbelievably, the most recent study published, a big study a month ago, the average blood pressure falls with 1 to 2 cups of coffee. Falls. People relax, people converse, people kind of sit back and take an accounting of their life. So coffee has a reputation of not being ideal. Now, there are people that get hyper on coffee. We know that. There are people that get jittery on coffee. Follow your body. But there's absolutely no rule that a good cup of Java, in fact, I think they sell coffee mugs here. I saw them over there. They're ceramic. They're incredible. Come get one tomorrow. you want to drink coffee. Coffee is actually an incredible healthy food.
So if-
almost as healthy as English tea.
If coffee does get you all worked up so you could go have a major workout, is that okay, or does it kind of
No.
counteract that?
No, coffee is a good, that's called an ergogenic aid, if you want a fancy word on Scrabble. But coffee before a workout is perfectly fine. Now, if your heart's going nuts, don't do it. But if you're grooving with it, I start every day with a good mug of coffee, black, organic. We make it home. I just got a new coffee maker. There's no plastic in it because I'm
Nice.
done with plastic. It's got to be glass.
That's right.
Yeah.
Let's go.
I love it. We did not pay him to say any of this. He's just on point. I'm
Getting paid with a wine glass.
Yeah.
That's
Okay.
good.
And we'll give them a plug too. Super tasty Beyond Juice.
Thank you, Beyond Juice. Their new glasses are going to be actually glass. You're not going to throw them away. You're going to get a smoothie in a Glass Academy glass. That's my marketing idea. May jack the price up a little bit, but it's worth it.
Okay, next up is Jacob Nordine.
I got a really cool design that I think we're going to go for. I'll show you in 1 second, but I did want to highlight these that Chris here made yesterday, and he only made 3 of each color pattern, and I think this might be the coolest heart that we've made in the shop in multiple years. Super limited edition. There is a give back portion to tonight's show, so we wanted to offer something that was unique and cool and to get you guys to purchase something. If you already have hearts at home, make it unique and one of a kind. And it looks like a lot of the items on the table are already gone, although number 4 is somehow still available. We'll have to see if that one gets gone by
Isn't
the end
that
of the
what
night.
he said? Number 4
I
would
didn't
sell
even
first?
get an opportunity to say which one I thought was going first, but I was going to say one of the garden reeds.
Oh, sure you were.
You know, and I saw them all of a sudden getting taken away, and hey, what are you going to do? I was right.
Well, Dad, I'm going to start on this, but do you think you could decipher my design and give the people the information they deserve?
You're going to make the heart first, we'll put it in the garage?
Yeah.
All right, let's do it. So we got what we got going on over here, folks, and I'm going to do it in glass blower technique. We got a nice red wine cup with a couple racing stripes on it,
How did you know it was red wine?
because that's the shape of the cup right there is a red wine cup. If it was
Got
about
it.
an inch taller on the top, it would have been like a white wine, a chilled white wine cup, but that's a lower bowl. And then we've got an avolio, which is the traditional transition point between the stem and the foot and the stem and the cup, which I've mentioned many times. That's why most of the museums around the world, all of their 400 to 1,000-year-old glass goblets are all Venetian, because the Venetians perfected the avolio so their goblets are stronger and last the test of time. And we've
Can
got
you-
a heart.
Spell the word Venetian.
Venetian? If you can say centrifugal force.
I can. It's centripetal.
What? Centripetal?
Yes.
Is that some type of like, you got
I've
a
done the
tongue twister
research.
going on? It's not centrifugal.
I've
It's
done the research.
Centrifugal, not centripetal.
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 Tripital.
Are we making up words?
I know, Beth. Help us out.
I mean,
Hey.
All right, I have a question.
there you go.
I'm
Cool.
going for the heart.
We're just gonna get away from that conversation. All right, I have a question about me.
Okay.
So I typically have an average 120/80 blood pressure. I am a very active person. I usually play sports 4 times a week, and I also go to the gym. However, my resting heart rate is usually between 90 and 100.
Whoa.
When I go on the Stairmaster at the gym, I'm easily in the 190s.
Right.
What do I do? Like, is there anything I should look out for?
Just lie down immediately. Stop.
Yeah, I can feel like my chest burning when I'm doing that.
Yeah. So was it always that
Chris,
way?
do you have
Yes,
I'm
it
just
has
gonna-
seemed to always be that way. I did see a cardiologist at one point years ago, and they said I don't have a hole in my heart. They did a stress test. They had me wear a heart monitor, and they said, "Yeah, we don't really know what's wrong with you.
Right.
Good luck."
Right. You know, you're young, and there are, when we talk about a normal range, typically a normal or an optimal resting heart rate is 50 to 80, so you're higher than that. And you're young, so getting your heart rate
30.
up high isn't that unexpected, but 190 is pretty high. Lance Armstrong could do that all the time, and that's one of the reasons he was a bike champion. So number one, you want to be sure your thyroid panel is normal. And I'm sure along the years somebody did a thyroid panel. If you're hyperthyroid, overactive, your heart rate can be high. Very honestly, let's get controversial here. Since the introduction of the COVID vaccine and the disease COVID, some people feel after they have that and recover, their heart rate never has gone back to their normal baseline. So you can think about that, but if it's been before 2020, it's obviously not that. You know, being dehydrated, but you probably figure that one out. I think you should get a heart transplant here with one of the beautiful glasses that Chris made. Wow.
So this is
Good
a
question.
pretty sweet technique. Jake's making the three-dimensional, we call them hollow heart, for the center of this wine glass. And I was just going to say to him, Jake, keep it small, because normally we make them a lot bigger, but he read my mind and he knew it, so we weren't going to have like an 18-inch tall wine glass.
No.
You never want that.
You don't really want that.
But that's looking pretty darn nice.
Proportional. The last one I went and bent it over, and I didn't pull it out completely with a nice even. It was more of a taper, and it was huge. And you know, you want to have a delicate double finger grab all up in there, so a little bit of a rehaul.
It's kind of good practice when you have one of these special, I think we could call it like the healthy lover's glass, because you can look through the center of the heart at the person you're sitting across the table from and give them the big eye.
Whoa.
That's right.
Can you, since I haven't been here for the last 2 weeks, would
Jake.
you give me a rundown of the diamond situation from last week?
Pacifier?
Yeah, I
'Cause
will.
that thing's pretty cool. Or is it a pacifier? I mean, it looked like a giant gaudy diamond ring
No,
to me.
this is
It
a
is.
diamond ring.
Okay.
That was the theme last week. We had patterns
Diamonds?
on glass, patterns, and
Ah.
then you picked from the bin or the little basket the pattern that you'd make. And
The
they
pattern bin?
picked diamond.
Here it is, guys, right here. It's a diamond ring. It's just a hair big for me if I put it on my finger. Look. I could put 3 fingers through it then. Nope, only 2.
Yeah. Yeah.
But Oliver and I threw Mom a curveball because
Your
the whole
mom's here?
show we were, yeah, my mom was here. It was amazing.
Nice.
And we were picking textures out of the hat. And Oliver and I picked one when it was the last piece to give away, and the texture was diamond.
Ah.
See, here was the little basket.
And I'm sure that Michelle thought that we were going to make a diamond bolatone, you know, piece, but Oliver and I were like, you know what, diamond, that's all we saw, so let's make a diamond ring.
Thank you for that rundown.
You got it, man, full force.
And someone won that. So
That's
tonight's
pretty cool.
question, if you want to enter to win tonight's giveaway,
There it goes.
question is, and this is not the giveaway piece, but I'm just showing you.
What a cutie.
Yeah, I'm going to organize this bottom zone once it's on the gobletto.
All right.
The gabletta?
Question
Yeah.
for
Isn't that
tonight
like a Middle Eastern
is,
breakfast?
Yeah.
what is one daily habit you think protects your heart health? Send your answers to enews@glassacademy.com and you will be entered to win. And tonight's giveaway, which has not been made yet, so I don't know what that is. You have 1 week to enter. No answer is turned away. There are no wrong answers, just answers.
So that was a 2-tone, double red, super twisted heart with a lot of love involved in it. And now we're going to go for a crystal clear wine sipping or fruit bowl delivering glass. And it's going to have 2 racing stripes.
What would you do if you were going to want to mix like fruits and berries and a wine glass? What would you drink out of that?
Sangria.
That's right. You won the prize,
Sangria?
Michelle. Not sangria, but sangria.
Sangria.
That's right. But if you ever had a sangria, guys, with a little red wine in it and a little bit of spritzer and some blueberries and raspberries and blackberries, oh yeah.
Spritzer.
Yeah, you put a little spritzer.
I get a light
bit
puff,
of
Dad.
sparkling love. And if nobody's had that, you should write that recipe down, guys, because it's a good one.
Low light. Good. One more puff. Lovely. Thank you. All right, so we're gonna do an Evolio. Alrighty, righty, here we go, go.
I like that you guys are working with a lot of clear today.
Yeah. That was
Drop
something
it
that
on
was,
top or bring it straight on?
I think we could drop it on top, but I'm wondering if we should do it in gold, 2 gold Evolios.
Whatever you want. It would be nice encasing that heart. And you're going to probably leave it a pacifier, right? On the top one?
Yeah.
So I added a nice coating of this iridescent gold on here for the Evolio, and I was just mentioning to Jake, and he was agreeing with me, and he already knew it. He's going to make it a pacifier bit, which is more like you don't flatten the one side of the Evolio so that it's got a little tiny rounded shape that goes into the connection point of the heart.
I don't know if I am in 100% agreement. I think I'm gonna get a paddle, Dad.
I love it when I see that happen.
The paddle?
You want a paddle?
Yeah.
Thought you were leaving it a pacifier.
Nah.
No?
Nope. Squish.
This is that special
Squish.
wood that's I'm squishing
Okay.
pretty darn
Thanks.
hard. This paddle right here is
I
the one
got
that's
you
made
muted,
out
too.
of like it must be like balsa wood, I think.
That thin boy.
Yeah, and it just like leaves a little bit of scarification on the glass and just really doesn't do any good. So I'm gonna make sure that I just throw that in the garbage tonight.
It was a really nice paddle
Until it wasn't.
until it wasn't. Yeah. So then, I think just doing a stickum bit, a real hot, clear bit right there. That's a little smaller than the size of the Evolio, but still strong and secure.
I'll bring it over you nice and hot. You'll heat your Twazies up.
That would be great.
I'm gonna put a couple punties up.
All right. So you can see we're building it down here. That's going to be iridescent gold. We're going to put the heart on there, and I wanted to do it sideways because I don't want the cravache of the heart to be tucked up in there and have it covered and filled in with glass so it looks less heart-like. I think if it's angled at a side, you might be able to see and appreciate the shape of that a little bit more.
What was that word? Cravache?
Really important
Yeah.
that she get over to the gaffer with some hot glass quick. And then it's important to get
Make a
over
lot
to
of
the heart
noise.
real quick.
And so I was preheating those tweezers there by grabbing the moil of the glass multiple times before swirling that on here. I'm ready. And Chris held that heart up for a little extra couple 100 degrees of heat so that when I grab it like this,
Give the squish down on the side so it can, yep, there you go.
oh yeah,
Maybe
that looks pretty clean.
if I use those hot tweezers when Jake's done, I'll pick up all the hearts that I just spilled all over the floor. Watch yourself, Shell.
And another cool thing, which I can't honestly say I did intentionally about putting that stickum bit instead of using the golden Evolio, what a beautiful 2 words, golden Evolio, is that you're able to see the ribbage of the twist up in that heart there and see the completion of the heart better with clear than if it was more of a, you know, metallic situation.
You're going to want another gold Evolio, correct?
Yeah, then here, yes, yeah, right. Which we can't do on the opposite side, but it's still going to look
All right,
great.
Bess, is there any housekeeping we need to be aware of? Oh, she's fine.
Huh?
So one of the things we are toying with too is how to have a studio audience in the Glass Academy and be able to hear their questions. So tonight we're experimenting with some different mics
Little
and
flash
making
it
sure
or no?
we're not talking over each other. What is this next part that's coming along?
This is platform and bridge number 2.
And then the foot is going to be a blown foot, cast foot,
Yeah,
pudding tool.
might be a blown foot. Depends on how nice I can get this Avolio on here. Sorry, I gotta do this first. I'll just torch it. Thank you, Mom.
The assistant was missing.
Typically, we also do have a third assistant here, and typically Chris and I will swap pieces, and we have an assistant. You guys know Oliver, Tabay, and Matt. They all do an amazing job working with us here, but considering the collaboration portion of this event and the fact that we have the Renaissance Festival going on, and we're adding 12-hour days to everybody's schedule, there's really only a couple people that can pull
work the show.
the
It's
live
kind of
show
like if you were an
shift.
accounting firm.
Alrighty.
Oh, I have a question for Dr. Joel. All
I'm
right.
still here.
I want to know, is there like a season where there's more heart attacks or more stress that causes, like, do you have a busy season?
Yes. It turns out there are more heart attacks every Monday morning.
Ooh.
I call it Heart Attack Monday. People are like
That
coming back
don't
from
put-
a relaxing weekend, jumping back into the stress world. Maybe woke up early, rushing, and so watch out for Monday morning.
Yeah.
Stay hydrated, get good sleep Sunday evening, and pack a healthy breakfast, healthy lunch. Otherwise, Christmas and New Year's, and sadly, Christmas is number one.
Really?
A lot
Really?
of people are depressed on the holidays. Isn't
Yeah.
that sad?
Yeah.
They don't have anybody, or they got people they don't want to be with, or the food is atrocious. It's all wingdings and chips.
Sugar cookies.
So it turns out, saddest day of the year turns out to be Christmas for heart attacks.
Our friend lost her husband on Christmas.
Yep, it's
Yeah.
very sad.
Watched a Christmas movie, went up, fell in the bathroom, and that was that. All right.
Well, we love that we've got a beautiful community around the Glass Academy, and we always do stuff around the holidays. Thanksgiving's around. We're going to have a nice Thanksgiving show, and we
So-
love having you guys with us on the show. If anybody out there is feeling lonely,
Yeah, you don't have to
This
be
is
a
what it's all
member. You
about.
can show up and just chat. In the chat, we answer your questions. They can be glass related, or like today, they can be related to heart health. Everyone is welcome here. It doesn't matter what color you are, what size, shape, where you live. Everyone's welcome to watch the show. Family friendly. Always something interesting.
this is turning out to be a little cutie pie right here.
Never a dull moment.
Good.
So that was a blown foot there, guys. A little different than the footing tool I did on Joel's piece. That was a solid footing tool foot. This is a Venetian style foot. That was a bubble that was blown. And Jake's actually going to take the jacks and he's going to neck down the end of it just before it's closed. And then I'm going to break it off and it's kind of an opening so he can flare that open into a nice thin foot of a wine glass.
And the reward versus the risk on this one is that you do get the most delicate and elegant foot on the bottom of your glass. However, especially when we've got a stem built out like this, breaking this nub off here is a very precarious moment. So I'm cooling it down with the back of the blades. I'm going in with the giant diamond shears.
I don't know if you guys picked this up, but Jake just did come back from a workshop where he made drinking vessels the whole time, and he's got some new fancy moves.
Yeah, drinking vessels and
Half an hour more.
plates, bowls, and all sorts of mind-expanding collaboration pieces.
Dun, 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 dun.
I told one of my partners out there, she worked just like you. She's very similar to you, Mom, and we collaborated on the wine or the jam and cheese platter.
Oh, nice. Oh, is
And-
that the one that had the mouse on it or something?
No, that was a different duo, but it was a nice experience.
I am letting everyone know that after this goblet, Jake's going to get his blood pressure taken.
I am.
We're going to see if this elevated his blood pressure or if he's cool as a cucumber.
That fold in the lip elevated my blood pressure because I think it trapped air all the way around the whole thing. But we'll see.
I did have my whoop. I've got this whoop I've been wearing, guys, and When I was out at the Renaissance Festival on Sunday, we did like 15 to 20 demonstrations, but there was 4 or 5 of them that were really heavy duty.
And did your whoop go
I
up?
wanted to look at my whoop and see if my tension level was elevated, my stress level at a certain time, and there was 5 high spikes on my whoop on my phone when I was making those pieces, which is pretty cool.
When I was out there on Sunday, I walked 12,000 steps around the Renaissance
Oh,
Festival.
seriously?
Yep.
I do like it for tracking.
That's good.
Yeah, I was a little under yesterday. I only had like 36,000 steps.
Yeah,
but,
you wish.
you know,
The highest I had was 24.5.
I wish I had 36,000 steps. I've taken like 3 dog walks, went for like a quarter-mile run, and still only had like 17,000.
Yeah, 17,000 was my
Flip
average.
it around, Dad.
But I walk the
Pretty
dog
good.
a lot, and there's
Good.
a lot of walking here.
All right, we're getting ready for the punty now. He's got that blown foot. It's looking real tasty. I'm going to give him a specific punty that he really likes a lot. It's an extra 2 inches long, so be careful, Jake.
Love that.
2 inches long. Oh, it looks like
He
the
had that
hearts
experience out at the Renaissance
were
Festival.
popular.
We took a longer pipe out there, and Jake was knocking on every door in town with it. Popping the end of it, touching, hitting benches with it, pieces flying.
All right, all right.
All right, if you have questions, now is a great time to ask them.
Heart questions specifically. You could ask about glass hearts or real hearts. I did see a comment about making a anatomically correct heart.
Kate
I don't
Rhodes
know how
does those.
Dr. Khan's drawing skills are, but
There's like
maybe.
There's 4 valves needed.
Left ventricle, right ventricle.
Did you go to med
Aorta.
We
school?
could make 4 little valves and put them in the garage and then blow out just a bulbous shape of however, he guides us.
Or we could do a drinking glass with marinis in it for the giveaway.
Could do that too. We've got a lot of options. I'm gonna choose to knock this off really elegantly here.
Whoa, gentle.
Nice.
And then, do we do the racing stripes?
I think so, out of like red.
Red, yeah. Or gold. Gold might be nice. I think gold racing stripes would be the move.
Whatever thou commands.
Let's ride. Gold it is.
Gold. Okay.
Yes.
Red's a tough one to do anyways because it's such a stiff color.
Yeah.
You rip that thing down to the ground and then you go to put it on and it's rock hard and you're just like, and you make that noise too.
You know what else I'm learning is that's very important for those glass blowers that watch what we're doing out here. When you do these racing stripes, the way and the thickness that you cut the glass after pulling it down makes a huge difference with how well you can hide the start and the finish of each line. If you do a big chunky, not in control, nasty cut, I'm ready when you are, Dad.
Yeah, I was thinking that also you got to make sure you cut downward with your cut so that you've got a point attaching to the glass and not a square stop.
Okay, Chris is attaching the gold. Jake's gonna
You
give
know
it
what I
a
mean?
flash.
You cut like
He
this.
wants to make
You
sure
pull it
it's
down
hot
and you go
enough.
like that, and then you've got a
Totally.
point.
I am picking up what you're putting down.
Jake was practicing
You're
in
gonna get them
Seattle.
both off of this one?
Maybe.
He's
if
got
we're really
the
doing it
system
good.
down.
2 snippers.
All right, you got to make sure your top's a little bit warm. Let's do it. Nice.
We'll
Thick.
get another one. Nice. So that's all about the temperature of the glass being really hot and exactly the right temperature.
Yeah, that was a little bit thicker than I wanted, but I'm going to take it and I'm going to line it up with the back of the jacks a little bit here, kind of push it into the body of the glass. And that's really what glass blowing's all about. It's like the more you can push the delicacy, goblet making, I guess, the more you've got it figured out. I don't have this 100%
So I just want to
figured
say,
out.
I hear rustling in the background, and it's Maria. We're getting ready for our fall harvest. If you are local, October, the first 2 weekends in October, we have live glass blowing where we're making glass pumpkins. And Maria is working on the displays. There's corn stalks, there's pumpkins. The gallery is completely transformed this time of year. It's our biggest festival, our Harvest Festival, and it takes place the first 2 weekends in October.
Great opportunity to come visit, come kick it. We'll be doing demos the whole time, making custom orders, serving 3 brand new pumpkin-themed coffee, cocktail, and a beer that we're adding to the bar. Tabea did a great job lining that up today.
Nice.
And
Pumpkin-themed drinks. That's nice.
Yeah, it's a free event. There's street parking. There's plenty of parking. The warehouse is 14,000 square feet, so we can easily fit 200 people in here without it seeming crowded. So come on over.
We did talk about how coffee affects the heart, or caffeine, but did we talk about alcohol?
That's a good question for Joel.
All right, silence on the
Somebody
glass
say
blowing
vitamin
pen.
A?
Doctor?
All right, he was saying, hey, what's the story? We know you talked
Alcohol.
about caffeine, but how's alcohol affect your heart?
Right. Well, number one, if you drink alcohol in a Glass Academy wine glass or a beer mug, it's obviously healthy and good for you, and certainly good for Chris and Michelle. So be sure if you're going to drink responsibly from the Glass Academy. Go online now and buy them out because they have a nice selection. But if you want a more doctorly answer, less is more. Some people choose 0. Some people choose 1 glass, cut it off there. Women are supposed to have no more than 1 at a time. Unfairly, men 2 at a time because of body size and our liver metabolism. But definitely don't do it every day. Be responsible. Don't drive.
Moderation.
Yeah. And if you have the tendency to be addicted, be strong. Give it up. There's so many non-alcoholic drinks now.
I've just started
I've been drinking,
non-alcoholic beer.
Non-alcoholic beer is great,
It's
and
great.
now they have good non-alcoholic wine. There's
Oh,
a company
seriously?
from Australia called Oddbirds. I have no relationship with, but I tell you, they make a good sparkling wine. Oddbirds.
That's so cool.
And when you're talking about everything in moderation, you're not talking about pumpkins, right?
Now,
Glass
pumpkins in excess.
Excess pumpkins for
Excess
sure.
pumpkin meat, excess pumpkin seeds, excess pumpkin accessories at the Glass Academy. Pumpkins are all good. All the squash family is amazing.
I do love zucchini spaghetti.
Yeah.
That's
Some
so
people call
good.
it
What about
zoodles.
spaghetti squash?
Zoodles.
Zucchini noodles.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good way to call
You
it.
never heard that? Yeah, they serve that at restaurants. Zoodles.
I love a good zoodle.
But I like good old pasta. Put the zucchini in the marinara,
right?
I'm okay.
Right on that angle.
A nice Italian pasta.
All right, we have one more time
Come on,
for
baby.
the giveaway piece. I want to remind
Look
everyone,
at
Jake
that,
is getting
Jacob. What a master.
Jake is getting his blood pressure.
Is that like the
taken
umbilical
after-
cord
Yes.
healing up and drying up right there?
That's
Yes.
pretty funny.
We're getting rid of the belly
Is it an
button right
outie,
now.
an outie or an innie?
This one's going to be an innie.
It's going to be an innie, okay.
I prefer innies.
There
and
you
then
go.
it's stamped on the bottom.
That's how they make innies on babies.
Yeah.
That's a beauty right there. I'm excited to get that one online. That thing was delicate and red and gold, expensive, but thin, and it's going to be a good sipper. That's a red or white wine or really
Let's
anything
go
you
check
want.
your blood pressure right
Calling
now.
Jake to the
Oh.
office,
What is
please.
your
Jake to
dad-
the doctor's
what is your
office.
dad
Thank
putting
you.
the glass into?
That is the annealing oven. That is where the glass will cool down overnight. And that was so thin we could probably cool it down in 10 hours. But if it's thicker, you want to cool it down for even longer. And if we didn't cool it down, it would just crack and fall apart.
Interesting.
And I just
1,000
walked over
degrees.
there and opened up the ice cold one at room temperature and put the piece inside of it. Then I stood there like,
I saw. You realize that was wrong.
and I backed out and closed it. I was like, had a little bit of a little action going
Senior
on over
moment.
there.
Okay, doctor. So,
So-
here's Jake as our new next patient.
Yeah.
Should
so
I?
we wanted,
I mean, yeah.
yeah, have a seat. We wanted
Okay,
to get
I'm
you on.
feeling good. I'm feeling proud. I'm feeling
Yeah.
sweaty.
Okay, let's see
This
what your
might
blood
all
pressure is.
matter
You
to the
have
blood
to be
pressure.
old, but we used to talk about the fickle finger of fate. I think that was from Rowan and
Triple
Martin.
F.
You remember Rowan and
No.
Martin laughing?
No.
Oh, you're
Laughing.
flattering yourself. I know you're only 32. But they're
I
so
just
you all
wasn't
come
allowed-
I
somebody
remember laughing.
remembers.
I just wasn't allowed to watch
And they had
TV.
the
So what
fickle.
about giving blood? So I gave blood last week.
Oh,
I'm
that's
never
a good
doing
one.
that again. They kept asking so many stupid questions like, where'd you get the blood from? Why is it in a bucket?
What?
But giving blood, is that good
so
for the heart?
those questions are just inappropriate and unnecessary.
Jeez.
Giving blood is certainly good to the person that needs to get the blood. So filling the blood bank is a wonderful thing. I can't say that I hit this record. A friend of mine is very close to his 100th donation, and
Wow.
I hope they throw him a big party. He's
Wow.
helped so many people. It's
impressive.
actually pretty good for you to donate, regrow new blood, donate, regrow new blood. I don't think anybody's shown you live longer. I think you just feel better. You know, you're helping so
But
many
it's
I
not
didn't
even
think about
about
that.
you.
You
It's
grow
yeah, it's
new
for the
blood.
people.
Exactly.
Well, I was
What
wondering, honestly, that I went today when I had my appointment with you, Joel. You gave me my stuff. My blood pressure was a little high. You're like, hey, you know, you better do this. You better cut back on that. You better do all kinds of stuff. And I'm like, that's cool. But when I went in there and gave all my blood work, the lady took out like 20 things of blood. And I looked at her and I said, sweet, now my blood pressure is going to be down because I just took a whole bunch out of
in
it.
there.
There is something to that. 106 over 70. That is normal.
What does
That
it
is
mean?
Wonderful.
All right.
106 is the top. It's the
You're
blood pressure
alive.
when the heart squeezes, and 70 is when the heart relaxes. But
And that's a good
that's what
ratio.
people should be. But as we get older, that becomes rare, and that keeps you healthy. Good job,
All
Nice
right,
work.
all right.
Thank you,
all right,
thank you.
all
hey
right.
Jacob.
Thank you
Don't-
very much,
Don't
Doctor.
go
Very
celebrate
nice,
with
very
a bag
nice.
of French fries, please. Or pretzels.
Okay, we have time for one more piece, one final piece. Are there any requests?
Request.
Anything you want to see? You want
Should
something?
I give away the giveaway from last week?
Oh yeah, let's do it. Where's
right,
the
cool.
pacifier?
So it is a diamond ring,
Sorry.
Wow.
and the
That thing is so sick.
the question from last week was about patterns. So what's your favorite pattern in glass? Is it spots, lines, using the optical mold? We had a lot of people mention, of course I was expecting this, but the Van Gogh
Real-
patterns that we do in our glass. We had a lot of people mention that they love that. Some people also said that they love polka dots, stripes and swirls, the basket pattern. Somebody said, it all depends on the product. I have a beautiful mug with an optical twist that I love. I love that sparkly gold color that I can never remember the name of. I guess to answer it, I don't have a favorite. I love them all. It's a great answer. Our winner for this week said many swirls and all the fun handles too, with a winky emoji. So congratulations to Anne.
Anne. Oh, we could be wrong, but we think this is Oliver's mom.
Grandma.
Grandma.
Yes.
Okay. I thought it was Sarah.
Sarah is his mom.
Got it. All
And his
right.
grandma.
Ta-ta.
So
Oliver will be
congratulations.
delivering that piece to you. We can get it mailed to you, or I'm sure Oliver would love to deliver it.
There you go. So we
fries?
do have
You're
time
gonna get
to
French fries?
make one more piece, which will be our giveaway piece for this week. As a reminder, our giveaway question for the week is, and I'll put it on the screen for you, what is one daily habit that you think protects your heart health? So you're going to send your answer and your name to our email at enews@glassacademy.com, and you'll get entered to win whatever we decide to make right now. What are we making?
Can I say it's not bacon?
It's not bacon.
Don't submit the answer
Well,
bacon.
that's good because I'm vegetarian.
Okay.
So there's no bacon for me.
Yeah, good.
No bacon. You
No
hear that,
bacon.
Roland?
You can do faking bacon. People make bacon out of shiitake mushroom. It's
That's
delicious.
pretty good.
That's true. I do
Some
love
restaurants
mushrooms.
will put that on a plant burger, a veggie burger. It's good stuff. Shiitake.
We're
We
good.
make mushrooms there. I saw some glass mushrooms.
Oh
right?
yeah, we do. And we love eating mushrooms. I love them. Lion's mane, super good.
Eating them, yeah. But
Yeah.
you have some glass mushrooms.
Oh yeah, we
don't
do
you?
tasty
Chantel
mushrooms. There's still
mushrooms.
one of them up on the featured table.
Oh,
number
number
4,
four.
guys.
Oh,
Number
cookie
4 is
board,
still
order
there.
Come
now.
on,
All
get number
right.
4.
Sell it out.
But
I wasn't even that wrong.
we were looking it up right now because Jake just drew a anatomical heart
Anatomica.
on the floor, and it looked like a set of bagpipes.
Yes.
Bagpipes.
Because we want to make one for the giveaway.
Heart.
Look at, I wasn't even that far away from it.
It looks like a potato's growing something.
You see, there's a bunch of tubes and
Yeah, that doesn't look very exciting to make.
I mean,
I
it looks
think it
kind
looks
of
kinda
weird,
cool.
but that is
It's on
heart-shaped
someone's
right
table.
there.
do
They'll be
see
like,
that.
"What is that
Right.
weird thing on your table?"
This is a family show, right?
This is a family show.
Because you wouldn't want to do this with a urologist.
No, we wouldn't.
Not
We'd be in
be
trouble.
appropriate
Absolutely
for the
not.
family.
But we see that heart, and it kind of is really shaped like a heart.
Kinda.
Yeah,
Wow.
it's crazy.
Yeah.
all right, let's do it.
So this is the giveaway piece. Last piece of the night is always the giveaway piece, typically, unless we run out of time.
So technically, Joel, there's two tubes that come out of the heart. One of them, and then the other one comes out and splits off into other tubes.
Yeah, there's a red tube called the aorta that goes and delivers blood through the body, and there's a blue tube that returns blood. So you got a blue one called the vena cava, a red one called the aorta.
All right.
Is it really blue?
So
It's
you're
really
doing the
blue, yeah.
Huh.
heart
Think about
area?
when your
or-
blood
Oh,
is
like
drawn.
lax
Bring the
of
tubes.
When your blood
Sure.
is drawn, you look at the tube, it's not bright red.
Yeah.
Or they hit
need
the
a little
wrong
blue.
blood vessel. If it's bright red,
Just a little
go
bit of blue
somewhere
to
else for
sprinkle
the
in. You
blood
see
vessel.
all those crazy veins with blue on them?
All right, so Chris is blowing this piece. Jake's assisting. Are we adding marinis to it? I'm not sure what we're making.
No, I think it's
I
gonna,
can safely say that we would never make a real human heart for the giveaway unless we had an amazing
Thank
special
you.
guest star on our
you.
show tonight.
Thank you.
All right, if you're new to the show, feel free to subscribe. You just ring that bell on the YouTube page.
yeah, and if you haven't already liked
Subscribe.
the feed and subscribed and dropped a comment in there and checked out all our other social media, this is what it's about. We make a living
looks
doing this,
pretty
folks. This is
anatomic.
what we do.
Whoa.
We blow glass. We got our
Whoa,
gallery
is that
back
cool?
there. We got our bar over here. We host
I'm staying away.
events,
I'm not touching.
sell
Unless
things
it's imperial.
online. We film now that we're
I buy
not
my
just blowing
granddaughter
glass. We're
slime.
actually
It looks
tech
like
people.
slime, but the slime is not hot.
Anyway, here goes Chris. He's going into the red, which is going to look like brown as soon as he heats it up.
Victoria
I even pulled out a little
Butenko
copper
breathing.
ruby potentially for some dark heart action, some realistic color. Now, I just put in my third, like, $2,500 color order over the last 2.5 months. It was a little stressful today, right down to the last minute, right before the show. I was wrapping up a color order, and we got some fresh new colors. And this is obviously a heart-themed show, but coming up next show, we're going to be pulling out some fresh stuff for you guys. Really looking forward to showing some of the new stuff we got going on off. So is this on a blowpipe or is this going to be solid?
Blowpipe, I'm going to puff it out, and we're going to separate the two sides of the heart and have it be hollow.
Ah,
But I'm going to leave it a little thicker just so we're not like trying to blow some like super thin Venetian heart.
you guys can see over here that it's 7:17. We're going to end the show tonight at 7:30, but starting back up, we're getting into fall territory. And for our virtual harvest show, 2 weeks from today, that's going to be show number 338. We are going to be doing back to our 2-hour-long traditional Tuesday night shows, extra half hour. Hockey season's going to be starting up, so we're going to be getting excited about watching the Red Wings. But that show is going to highlight every single one of our signature pumpkins that we offer. We know that's a huge thing that people love here, a product of ours at the Glass Academy. So for those glass blowers that make their own pumpkins and the people that collect pumpkins and everyone else who just loves pumpkin,
Loves pumpkin.
you're going
I
to
know
want to
that
be there at
pumpkin
that
jumped
show.
in.
We're going to get buck wild. And some of the pieces that Chris and I made over the weekend were like, one of them was like this like 12-inch tall 5-tiered leafed harvest theme super vase goblet chalice. And we might just be doing some things like that as well on the Super Pumpkin Show.
And the bonus is this year, the first year ever, you can go get a cocktail from the bar. We have tables set up. You can sit right at the ledge and just enjoy.
It's about education, it's about relaxation, community, purchasing beautiful handmade items, supporting American businesses, family businesses. It's really just a beautiful thing to do. And it won't be too crowded either, because this is the second year now that we've split the harvest weekend into 2 weekends, because it was just getting so out of control.
Yeah, we've done that for a couple years now.
Well, maybe time's flying, but
Yeah,
You
this
may
is our
want
17th
to
year.
pull out a couple more red pipes if you're doing me a few hollow tubes, right?
sure.
I didn't have any other ones. I didn't think about that, but
Do you guys need the
or
garage
do they
on?
need to be hollow?
I kind of thought we were going to do them solid.
I don't care. That's fine. I could open the end up so it looks hollow on the end.
I mean, hollow's cool though too. I like hollow.
Do we need that on still? So he did some like kind of stripy dipping, twisting, so you can see it looks like muscles and veins in there.
Yeah, and I swirled in a little bit of blue because Joel was saying how there's that blue valve, the blue tube, and that's the blood that's going back to the heart. And then the red is the fresh, maybe oxygenated and all super healthy and tasty going into the body. But this is kind of like the picture I just saw with some cool different stripes of darker Merlot colored things for a heart body.
Very anatomically impressive.
Pretty neat looking. I remember the bottom of it looked like a heart, so I was like, whoa, that's
Still
pretty
there.
sweet. We got 2 sides that are hollow.
What color's the tube that you want?
Let's do the red one first, and then we'll do the other one. And
You want it in that K68?
yeah, the one on the right?
Yeah.
Yes, please. So I'm going to actually put an indentation where this tube's going.
So September 20th, mark your calendar. That's 2 Tuesdays from now. That's going to be our virtual pumpkin show.
do
That's
you
when
want
our
this?
shows are going to go back to 2 hours.
That's looking good.
September
It'll be
20th
back-
is this Saturday.
September 20th?
Is this Saturday?
September 30th. Hello, thank you. It had a 0 in it. September 30th, 2 weeks from now. They're started making the signature pumpkins and the specialty pumpkins that are featured in the show.
So you're going to put a little neck on that?
These
Yeah,
will
let
be
it cool down,
one
stiffen
and
up a little.
done
Yep.
Pumpkins. Very cool, very
Something like
unusual.
that tall to start.
A little, I think that's going to be fine.
You could pull it up and thin it out.
Yeah. You can give me another one off of that.
Yeah.
This is a little hard to describe what's happening, so you're just going to have to watch and see.
Yeah. Torch
Yeah.
it, you break it off of there.
Yeah. That's probably good.
So Jake has a torch in his hand, heating a certain area
Ready for
of
it?
the pipe. And then Chris has allowed this heart section to cool off. And they can join it. It sticks together. And then Jake will bonk his pipe, or Chris will, and off it comes. Using the torch, that's how he smooths out the sharp edges. And because the heart body was solid, it will hold its heat a lot longer.
Pretty.
So Chris has
Pretty
more
cool
time
heart
than if
they're
it were a
making.
blown piece.
That's true.
It's pretty cool tube application.
Yeah, it is.
You see that extra bit of torch there. While he's torching the tip, the glass, as you guys know, cools down really fast. So just the fact that he stuck that onto a colder heart, which is about like 1400 degrees, and focus heat on just the lip of it, By the time he was done putting all that heat on there, the bottom had stiffened up and he could pull out the lip and shape that up into something that he wanted.
So are you closing the end of your tube or no?
I didn't think, I mean, it actually closed itself, but I didn't think it was going to be necessary to close.
This
Are you
is
ready for
another
number two?
red.
Yeah.
The other one's going to be blue with red with blue over it, because it still looked like it was red with blue on it.
All right.
So this one's going to be like that. And this one's going to have another one
Oh, yeah.
coming off of it, like right here.
And whoever wins this piece for free is going to need to send some follow-up images, because we're going to need to see where this thing gets displayed and who's home. So I'm going for the next tube.
Yep, which will be red with blue over it.
Red with blue over it. Red's a really tricky color that'll look real weird if you mix it with too many other colors. So I'm going to try and put this on in kind of a controlled, not overdone manner, and not superheat it too much either.
So you're going to get 2 blue tubes out of that as well?
Yes. That's my plan.
I'll give it a good flash. I'm going to take it over and show the maestro heart man himself up close and
Yeah.
have him give me a little bit of a critique. Flick a little sweat on him.
Wow. Mean smooth. That's amazing.
So that's where I'm going to
Somebody
put
in
the blue
Detroit-
one.
Somebody needs that in Detroit.
Look at that thing.
Beautiful.
So Carrie has another heart question.
Yeah. Okay, that gave me an idea of one too. What is it?
Carrie says, something that I have always been told is that good oral health, particularly regular flossing, is good for your heart. Is that true?
That Carrie is one smart woman. She's right.
Whoa.
Healthy teeth, healthy heart, healthy gums, healthy heart. And you need to have a team. You got to do the part, brush, water pick, floss, avoid sugary foods. I choose xylitol gum during the day, just after lunch, after breakfast, if I can't get to brush. I'm not a big fan of fluoride. Less and less fluoride is being used. But you need a dentist or a dental hygienist, and you want them to look very carefully at your root canals. Are they infected? At your silver fillings, do they need to come out? At your gums, the little, we call pockets in the gums. The number one source of hidden infection in the body is in the mouth, and that seeps into the body. And it not just affects the heart, it affects the brain, it can affect your sexual health. People kind of laugh at the idea of going to the dentist, and I got to beg them, you're making a mistake.
What was that about fluoride? And I hope my wife's listening.
Hi, Mrs. Rowland. Yeah, we're not big fans of fluoride. You might want some in your teeth, but it gets in your bones, particularly the kids, and it gets throughout their body into their brains. And there's some data of slower development if you have a lot of fluoride as a kid, and weaker bones if you're an adult. So, you can get fluoride from food, and adding it to water has not been a big health advantage.
I asked my dentist which
for it.
teeth
Where
do
you
I
think
have
it
to
should go, like,
floss
going this
all
way
my
or
teeth. He
going
said,
that
no,
way?
only the ones you want to keep.
That's a good answer. Chris.
That's funny.
Yeah.
I agree with the fluoride. You can ask for not fluoride. We did that with all our kids. And the fluoride-free toothpaste are easy to find now. They have them at all the grocery stores. You don't have to go to just the health food stores to get them.
Crazy talent here.
That thing's pretty sweet looking.
Jake, you can enter to win.
I know we've got some woodworkers that watch our show too, and if it so happened that a woodworker did, or a metal worker,
Like a base?
win this article, I don't think article was the right word, but win this
Organ.
item,
This
organ, it would be really cool to see this thing on a wall somewhere, and you build a
guys
little
record
case for it or some
anything
sort
at
of
the-
artistic mount, and have it like right above your toilet or in your living room or something.
I was like, your toilet.
Thinking about heart health and body health and brushing teeth and everything, you could put it right above your mirror to remind you to, brush your teeth heavily. I just went to the dentist yesterday. It was a really pleasurable experience.
I love going to the dentist.
Ah,
It's
I
one of my
love
favorite things.
$200 it cost me, but
Oh, well, mine's
I
covered
did
by my
get a
insurance.
good thumbs up. Yeah. I mean, it's still not a pleasure, but
Amazing.
I love how clean my
Amazing.
teeth feel
I do love
after.
that right now.
Amazing.
So we're gonna put a little GA on the
That
back of
thing's
this.
sweet. Everybody knows how to enter the giveaway, right?
It's on the screen right now.
How about that?
So Joel, when they do open heart surgery, those big giant tubes that come out of the heart, when they put it back in, do they have to kind of go in the same direction, or can they reroute those somehow?
If you're born as a child with an abnormal heart, they can reroute. But for adults, they tend to put us back together the way
It goes.
Yeah, most of adult surgery's on the arteries because they're all clogged up and bad.
Yeah, right.
And that gets back to the cheeseburger bacon conversation and smoking and not checking your blood pressure.
I did show that off at 7:17, and it's about to hit 7:30. I think that was literally the perfect amount of time
7:31.
for
This
an
is-
anatomical
Yep,
heart to be
there we go.
sculpted.
Some lucky
Cool.
person who's answering the question, what is one daily habit you think protects your heart? You answer that and you send it to enews@glassacademy.com.
Oh, that was a test. After 800 shows,
Well,
does he
yeah.
have the right answer?
That's going to be bright red. Remember this. We're going to have the anneal reveal. If you guys are subscribed as a member, whether that's the Star Supporters level or the Loyalty League level, 2 different amazing tiers with different beautiful tiers of membership perks and good mojo from us at the Glass Academy, you will be watching the anneal reveal, where it's typically Robin and Oliver at this point. They break it down and they talk about
Wow. Crazy.
What do they talk about?
it.
It's
They
a
talk
wrap?
about the pieces and the process, how they turned out, where they're going, how their day is. And Oliver, for the Loyalty League members, will take, usually once a week, he goes around and gives a deep tour of the studio and kind of the projects we're working on and a lot of behind-the-scenes action. So if you want to become a member, reach out to Beth. She's got the info.
Give me 1 second. I want to make sure I just touch that for you, so it's not too. I think it's all right. If you can get it anywhere but on the hot spot, it'd be great. Perfect.
We're going to deposit the heart.
Give it, install it, transplant it into the oven.
Transplanting.
All right, check this out. We're getting savvy as the time goes on. Thank you, Dr.
Wow,
Khan,
it
for
was
joining us.
Such a pleasure. Such a pleasure. I don't know if you can see how it's all time delayed.
Yeah, whoop, see, there I was
Right here. Here's our
adjusting.
live.
You're
This is what
adjusting on there?
What's going on?
No, it took me a minute.
Oh, there we go. The whole team. Yeah,
Look at that. Remote
Yay.
control.
Amazing
There you
show.
go.
We're all watching. Hi, everyone. All right, thank you for watching. We appreciate
Thank
each
you.
and every one of you.
Bye.
Welcome to our show. Come back often. Tell your friends. And thanks to our guest tonight, Dr.
Share the
Khan.
feed, everybody.
That's right.
Good night.
Goodbye.